Hello, I don't see anybody here yet, but I see I have 2 people, but I don't see people on the right side. Boy, that's weird. There we go. Seth, CETH. Hello. Uh, okay. This is very unusual because when I go live, generally by this time, uh, 30, 40 people are in already. Hello, Liam. So we're a little early. We have 8 minutes till 7 o'clock. I said I was going to be live from 7 until. Hey there, Psyduck. No quacking off tonight. I said I'm going to be 7 to 9 tonight. We'll see how that goes. Hello, Pokemon Pack Ripper. So, but we are early. And what are we going to do tonight? I'm going to rip a box. I'm looking for that black Magikarp, if you know what I mean. And I'll talk about Hello Lost Hero Games and you name, I don't know how to say that. I'll talk about wow, this Crown Zenith giveaway. Holy schmoly. If I put every name in there, I'd have probably 5,500 names. But people, the worst, this was either somebody entered at least 20 times. It might have been 20 or 25. I don't remember. And it made me crazy. But I've saw people entering 12, 10, just over and over and over. The drawing is the last you can enter is tonight, 8 p.m., so 1 hour from now. And the drawing, it will be online tomorrow, probably somewhere between 12 and 4. I'm doing fine, and my sweetheart's starting to move around a little better without she had her hip joint replaced, and so she's moving around without. She had a walker. It happened 16 days ago. So she's been using a walker, but she's been trying to transition to a cane, and today she's transitioned to a cane. No, actually, yeah. Well, I do that every now and then, but I did send a whole bunch of messages to people yesterday. Okay, let me just say one thing. During the course of a week, it's almost impossible for me to answer a message DMs because when that many people are entering a giveaway, it consumes all my time. Stunning amount of time. I wish I had a way to calculate. Oh, and by the way, you're not going to have to do anything to say you were here live for the giveaway because I'm recording it right there, right here. That is my iPhone. So I'm recording all the names on the side because when 200 people say we were there live, no, that's not. No, not true. Oh man, you can't imagine how many people enter over and over and over and over and over, and it just makes the my goings impossible because just imagine 5,500 people entered, and of those 5,500, I'm going to guarantee at least 500 are duplicates, maybe 1,000. So just stop it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And so the new thing next week is going to be this. You all know that, right? This is going to be the first thing, first place. 18 booster packs. That's first place next week. Here's second place next week. Because that box is Destined Rivals. This has 5 packs of Destined Rivals in it, and it has also 5 packs of Mega something. I don't remember. Oh, Prismatic Evolutions. So that means you're going to get 5 packs with no hits. That's second place next week. Here's third place. And then we'll go from there. There's a lot of nice hits in this set. Like Misty Psyduck when when Psyduck is swimming. Is that correct there, Psyduck? When Psyduck is swimming alongside Misty. So, as I mentioned to people, you don't have to say anything that you were here because I'm recording this and I'm going to go through the list because last time I did a live, 210 people, I think, came on and said I was live, and it's no way 210 people were on. No way. And tonight's very light rain. I'm surprised there's only 15 people right now. But it is Friday night, and it is Friday night, and oh, somebody wrote. I mean, this is how crazy people are. Somebody wrote in the messages, has anybody ever received anything free from this guy? And let me just show you something. I'm not going to sort them all, but see these? Hold on. I'll give you a hint of what they are. Just grab one of them. I'm grabbing one of them. These are all the same kind of things. Watch this. I started doing my taxes today. So I had to separate last year from this year. But look at this. Okay. Oh, what does that say up top? Oh, yeah, up top. United States Postal Service. Now, I'm going to read them to you. Just address. They only have zip codes and towns. They don't have any more information. But here's San Antonio, Texas, Fair Oaks, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Chicago, Illinois, Sparks, Nevada, Jackson, New Jersey, Fair Lawn, New Jersey, which is like 4 miles from here, Saugus, Massachusetts, Saginaw, Michigan, Dallas, Georgia, Newark, New Jersey, Southeastern Pennsylvania. That's the name of a town. Canada, Australia, Canada. Here, I'll turn them around. Hopefully you can see this. So you can see it. So this one's Canada, Australia, Canada. These are letters sent. Now it's just, these are just letters with a card in it because I can put a card in a letter. And I don't have to put them in and I don't have to have import paperwork or any stuff like that. But just, I'm trying to send it. Look at the addresses: San Antonio, Texas, Fair Oaks, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Chicago, Illinois, Sparks, Nevada. Now, I just showed you this envelope with well, here, I'll grab another one. Here's another one. Now, this is, I don't know, what's the date on this? January 21st. Okay. Columbia City, Indiana. DeMott, Indiana. Germany. Clifton, Colorado. With a tracking number. And that one cost, that was that the one that came back? I don't remember. Columbia City, Indiana. Look at that. I had 2 of them to Columbia City. How'd that happen? I might have separated something. I might have actually sent them 2 because one was too big. It was too big for one. But this whole thing is filled with these. So let's see. Canada, Norfolk, Virginia, South Richmond Hill, New York, Kingsport, Indiana, Wilmington, California, Bargersville, Indiana, Burleson, Texas. So this is just from this year so far. You can see what last year's looks like. It's a monster. So somebody writes, has anybody ever gotten anything free from this guy? And then he made some other negative comments. And so I said, well, I'm going to give you something for free because being in charge of this channel, I can boot you, and I'm going to do that at no cost. And I sent him the DM, and then I just kicked him off the channel. God, what a dope. God. That is obviously my biggest costs are these. It's a big cost. Next week, starting Sunday, is this. Moltres Team Rocket UPC. That's a big cost. But my next biggest cost is shipping. Well, I ship. I ship. It doesn't sound like a lot when you see 70 cents, $1.10, whatever. But when you ship 20 things a week, it starts adding up. And then I shipped one to a gentleman. It was like $8.75, and it came back to me. And I shipped it to him again. And that's when I said, I'll never ship twice again. Because it cost me $17.50 just to ship something to the guy. And he gave me, he spelled the name of his town wrong. And I brought it to a postal station that takes mail and gives it to the post office. And it came back to me as they couldn't figure out the name of the town. He spelled the name of his town wrong. So the entrance wound from the gun is over here, and the exit wound's over here, where I blew my brains out. You want that Moltres box? Good luck there, History Hunter. There's after I get rid of duplicates, there's going to be at least 5,000 people in the giveaway. At least 5,000. Oh, I got to read something to you. I'm going to cover his name because I don't know if he wants his name. I got this package in the mail today. Look at the price on that. $27.40. I'm going to read this to you. By the way, I just want everybody to know my cell phone is right here, and it's recording everybody that's coming on and saying anything. Now, as soon as somebody enters, it enters their name. You don't have to say anything. But if you say something, like I can see Pokemon Pack Ripper, and then History Hunter, then Sir Psyduck, then unnamed, I can't really know how to say that name, then Dyphnin, then Pokemon Pack Ripper, then Celtic Star. So somebody wrote hi cell phone. But I can see as you come on. So when I go to do a giveaway and so what happened last week, the last live I did, I saw, as soon as I'm done here, YouTube puts this video on their channel as a live video. And then people go in and watch it, and it tells them what to do to join the giveaway. Well, I only want people that's been live. I don't want people that go and watch the video to join the giveaway. So I was watching, and I kept getting emails. Like I'd get an email 4 hours later, and I had seen that how many people had watched the video. And as the number of people watching the video was going up, my emails were going up. So, and I can't prove it. So it just upsets me that people try and be deceptive. So I don't like being deceptive about that. So that's why I'm recording it. And if anybody says I was in, and I'll say, well, I have a video of everybody that came in, and your name's not there. But let me read this to you. Read first. This came in from somebody. They won a just a pack, a little pack. Nihil Zero, a little pack, tiny, with 5 cards in it. And hopefully you get a hit. And I said, that's why what happens is, like, I'm going to have a giveaway tomorrow, and there's 5 main things. And then I'm going to add 10 packs in there because I feel bad that so many people are entering and only just a couple people win. You can't imagine how many times people say, oh, I never win. It's like, buddy, there's 5,000 entries. You got 1 in 5,000 chances of winning. And everybody wants that Crown Zenith, but only one person's going to get it. And that means 4,999 aren't going to get it. Just the way you have to look at it. So here, let me read this to you. So I sent them a pack of cards, this person. They sent something back to me. It included these inside that bigger package I just showed you. So what we have here is Team Rocket giveaway. I haven't opened it yet. All for Gramps. Thanks for being amazing. I haven't opened it yet. Mimikyu someday giveaway. Now, Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon. Not my favorite card, just my favorite Pokemon. My favorite card is the stained glass 3 birds. And actually, if I'm pulling cards, I'd rather pull a Charizard than anything else because I love Charizards. And here, I'm wearing a Charizard t-shirt. I don't have Mimikyu t-shirts, even though on Halloween I dressed up as Mimikyu. I dressed up as Grampy Q. So I sent the card to this person, and he's got a nice little family of children. And I have to be careful about showing pictures of children I can't do it without permission from the parents. I can get in a lot of trouble. I have really big goals for this channel, really big. When you hear me saying, I want to catch PokeRev and Real Breaking Nate, I'm not kidding. I know it's mission impossible, but the way I say it is if I can kind of guess PokeRev's stature on YouTube. And so if you watch him, he opens boxes that are very expensive, and then he sells them to people. Like, it'll have 10 packs in it, and he'll sell each pack for do you know how much money he's making on YouTube? You have to sell packs, just give them away. So right now I'm in the negatives. There's no doubt about it. I'm using red ink to give stuff away, but I'll guarantee you PokeRev is using, and so is Nate. And I love Nate and Marie. Nate and Marie are my favorite Pokemoners. I think they're just very nice people. I'd like to meet them one day. I'd like to meet PokeRev one day too. I sure would. But if I had 2 million subscribers, I'd be giving away monsters, monster cards, monster boxes, monsters. Even my little thing at I'm approaching 37,000 subscribers. I'm at like 36,700 and something. At 2 million, I'd be giving away base set boxes. Yeah. So let me read this to you, okay? Here it is. That's a lot of writing. And I sent him, let me just show you what I sent him. I actually sent him a pack that looks like this, except it didn't have the price tag on it. But the Japanese packs only have 5 cards in them. So I sent him a tiny little pack. It doesn't sound like a lot until you do 10 of them. Then it starts adding, trust me. And when you have a $300 first place and $100 second place. Yeah, it starts adding up pretty quickly. So, hey, Grandpa, just wanted to give you a personal thank you from myself and my family. I received the Nihil Zero Japanese booster pack from the live giveaway and decided that my youngest, Landon, should open it. Now, that is Pokemon's latest set in Japanese. It's Nihil Zero. And the English version is about to come out. From what I understand, within the next week, it'll be released here in the United States. So I decided that my youngest, Landon, should open it. He wanted to also say thank you. We had fun opening it together. Now, what I'm going to do, because this was such a nice little thing, I'm going to put together some cards and just send it to them. I did this recently for somebody. I do that every now and then. Let me say a couple things. I've sent cards to Tokyo. I have a person in Tokyo that works with children. So I send him a lot of cards. Well, I haven't sent him a lot, but I sent him a bunch. To me, a lot might be 1,000. And trust me, I have more than 1,000. Trust me. I have in this house right now, I probably have between 150 and 200,000 cards. So, other people that somebody said to me, instead of he won a card and said, instead of sending it to me, could you send it to my son? His name is blah blah. And so I addressed the envelope to the son, but I put like 3 or 4 cards in it. Nice cards, nice art rares, not just regular old cards, and sent it to him because why not? Because I can. And somebody, hello, Dominic. Dominic Barzola. Sounds like an Italian, and you got to be careful. Dami probably knows people with baseball bats. So, but I do that every now and then. For some reason, I'll see something and I'll say, well, I got to send something to this person. And I'll send just a half a dozen cards, whatever. Because trust me, I have a lot of cards. I have a lot of cards. Oldies, new ones. I find cards. I'm stunned at what I find. When I go to a card show, I'll sit at the bin and just go through the little 25-cent bins, and I'll find cards that are 20 years old that are really nice. And what I don't do is, say I'll have one card that I really want, that I know this is not a 25-cent card. This is a $10 card. And I'm not going to show it to the vendor and say, hey, look, you got this in the 25-cent bin. Because he's going to go, oh, give me that. And it's $10. So what I do is I'll buy 10 cards at 25 cents each, and I'll put it in the middle. And I'll go, I have 10 from the 25-cent bin. And I'll go, okay, give me $2. And I'll give them $2. I don't give them the chance to raise the price on the card that's in there by accident. If you're not paying attention to what you're selling or giving away. When I was in Vegas, what I used to do was, if you look at my old videos, I had the big shoe boxes that have 2 rows of cards. And somebody would take the Pokemon challenge and I would tell them, go to there's 2 or 3 boxes over there, pick out any 20 cards that you want. And they'd be like, and if they had a little brother, I'd say, pick out 20 for you and 20 for you. And just give cards away. I mean, come on. God, I got. Now, those weren't the art rares over there. Those were the regular common cards, but you had just won an art rare. If you watch some of my old videos, these kids are winning Charizards and Gengars, and they're winning really nice cards. And you can see how excited. There's some kids that start jumping up and down when they win a card. Let me get back to reading this. This will take forever. By the way, my cell phone is right here, and it's recording everybody that's coming in. So I just want you to know, if you come in, I'll see your name. And even if you say something like, I see Nick the Stick just said, howdy do, Gramps. And then unamused. Oh, that's what it is, unamused. Buy it, smile, and wave. And so I see all the names there, like Zach Bloom. Yes, made it for a little bit, getting ready to leave work and drive home. And then history on there. Have you seen the first new partner packs? They have 3 of a 9 card set in each box, and they're amazing. I have not. I haven't been to a Pokemon store in like 5 or 6 days. Remember, I'm taking care of Granny. She's like, you have to understand. Okay, I do the food shopping. I do the laundry. I do the cleaning. I take care of Granny. I wash the dishes. I yeah, I mean, by the end of the day, I'm exhausted. So I haven't been to a card store in a couple of days. And also, it's kind of weird. I live in Bergen County, New Jersey, and Bergen County has something called blue laws. And Sunday, that means on Sundays, stores are closed, except if they sell perishable items, like food stores are open. But Pokemon stores are closed on Sundays here in my county in New Jersey. So, what is Grandma's favorite color? I don't think she's blonde, but it's don't tell anybody. Shh, shh, shh. There's a little gray under there. She's doing good. She's doing good. It's only been 16 days. I mean, think about that, changing a hip joint. So, and little did I know that she was the last couple lives in the last half hour, she was coming in and watching. So I got to be real careful what I say. So let's get back to this. So I decided my youngest Landon should open it. He wanted to also say thank you. We had fun opening it together. It's like a $3 or $4 pack. It's like a $3 or $4 pack. Unlike this pack. I opened one of them last week. Should I rip it or ship it? I should have shipped it. As for what's in this package, I really wanted to help you reach out to more so they can see and feel what we have with your channel. I would be honored to see you open the giveaway items with your giveaway, but I don't want to take away from what you already do. So if you don't open it on your channel, I would understand. Now, when I'm doing a giveaway, sometimes I don't mind opening other things on it and giving them and adding it, but other times I do mind. So I'll make it a separate giveaway. I just want people to know that. And he says, nope, no. If you open on your channel, have a box cutter knife ready. Sorry. Now, no box cutters around me because if I start bleeding, I don't stop. So, and also what happens is, look at that bruise. Every time I bump into something, which is weird, because I'll walk through a door, and if I'm not careful, I'll bump into the door frame because it's going to sound kind of weird, but I'm as wide as the door frame. You may not actually understand how big I am. I'll tell you a little story. My son moved to Columbia, Tennessee. And he had a friend from England that moved down the street from him. He wasn't his friend until he moved in. I can't remember the guy's name, but we played Call of Duty. I can't remember his name. We used to play. He doesn't play Call of Duty anymore. So I went to visit my son, and his name is Gabor. So I would call him Jaja. And so I'm outside with my son. And my son's a big boy. My son's the bodybuilder son. He's a big, strong guy. And he goes, oh, here comes Gabor. So I walked over to him and I shook his hand and said, how's it going? I'm Travis' dad. And he didn't say anything other than, Jesus, you're huge. Because you really can't tell how wide I am until I walk through a door and my both shoulders rub. It's bizarre. I have really weird fitting clothes. I got another one. Where's another one? I have another bruise somewhere. I bruise so easily, it's hard to believe. I don't know. Okay, back to this because there's a ticket down there too. Okay. I put the ticket at the bottom in case you're dying to know what the hit is without opening the custom pack. So there's a ticket. What's it a ticket to? I don't. It says tear here. Oh, let's see. Is there something? Maybe that's why he wants the box cutter. He wants me to go inside and cut that. Maybe I have a scissor here. I don't know, but okay, we'll leave that for later. It's a secret. Lastly, the package for you is just my personal thanks. Do as you wish with it. The package booster packs are custom just for you, so your logo is safe. Hope you enjoy. Your friend Zach. P.S. I've been collecting since 1998, so what you see is from my personal collection. Wow. If I was collecting since 1998, I would have some collection, let me tell you. So that is for the people that have just come on. I received this in the mail. And I don't ever expect anything from anybody like that. That's so wonderful. And I will, of course, put it on. I have to get a drink. I'm starting to get a little thirsty. I'm sweating. That's my sweetheart loves warm air. Except at night. At night she likes it cold. She'll sleep under 4 blankets. But during the day, whew, outside right now might be 45 degrees. I have the window open back there. I have an air conditioner right here that I'm thinking of turning on. In fact, I'm sweating. So let's think about a good story. So you see, the problem is I don't know what stories I've told you and what stories I haven't told you, or who has heard my stories and who hasn't heard my stories. I mean, I coached all sorts of sports. I ran into all sorts of people coaching. I've met every major hockey star in the 90s. I met a lot of football players, some baseball players, more basketball players. Baseball players can be a little iffy. What troubles did you get into as a kid? I considered myself kind of like Gengar. I didn't really get into trouble, but I walked the line. Why I didn't get in trouble? Because my father was 6'3", 300 pounds, and his favorite words were, yes, sir. And unfortunately, he had fought in World War II over in Europe. And he never talked about it. He drank. He would get a tumbler glass of whiskey and drink it. And see, I don't drink, so I couldn't understand that. I just never developed a taste for any alcohol. No, I did not get any of the new Pokemon yet. So here's something that is a horrible thought, but my dad was as big as me, so he would say 6'3", 300 pounds. Big man. When he died, he weighed 80 pounds. He has cirrhosis of the liver. So reason number 2 not to drink. 1, I didn't like the taste ever. And 2, I don't want to be 80 pounds. I'll see if I can send you some personalized packs. I'll see what I can do for you there, History Hunter. I used to go, okay, I'll tell you this story. Back in the year the hockey was on strike. Okay, you've seen some of my photos that I've taken. I have really great photos, hockey photos, baseball. Hockey was the big one. I took more hockey and football than anything else. So Uh, I was the Cub master in Mahwah, New Jersey. So I used to go to something called the Tomorrow's Children Institute, and it's a cancer center in Hackensack, New Jersey. It's about 15 miles from here, I guess, and it's for children that have cancer and blood disorders. If you remember a guy named Don Imus, a radio guy, he had radiothons to raise. He's the guy that built that place. By doing charity work and donating so much money, like $25 million. And during, he was the first person I ever heard get canceled or saw get canceled. What happened was he was on his radio show and they were watching a college basketball game, and it was the Rutgers girls, I think it was Rutgers girls basketball team. And he said, I'm going to use the last word I'm going to use is going to be the wrong word. I'm not going to say the word he used. The last word he used rhymes with bows. He said, so he's looking at the Rutgers girls basketball team, which is all African-American ladies. And he goes, man, those are some rough looking bows. He got taken off the air. Forget the fact that he had donated $25 million to a cancer center that is loaded with minorities. Loaded. That didn't matter. He said the wrong word. So you got to be real. See, I try to be very careful what I say here, because very easily, like I said, I have really lofty goals. I really do. As long as I can stay healthy. I think I can achieve some of those goals, but we'll see how it happens. I always jokingly say I'd like to catch Real Breaking Nate and Marie, and of course Pokey Rev, but or even the guy that says, should I open it? Should I leave it sealed? He's far ahead of me too. Yeah, the giveaway ends. The actual entry into the giveaway ends in 32 minutes. And Hey Jay's Mix, the artwork is still back there. I haven't touched it. So I'm gonna open this box. I'm trying. I gave away all my black Magikarps. Do you know what the black Magikarp is? I hope you know what I'm talking about when I say black Magikarp. It's Magikarp jumping up a black waterfall. It's a beautiful card. I gave them all away because I'm a nitwit. So yeah, here goes. Now, typically in the booster bundle, there's 2 hits, couple double rares. I don't consider a double rare a hit, but there'll be 2 art rares in here. So here we go. Paldea Evolved, the Black Magikarp. I love that card, man. And if you've been watching for a while, who's that? I don't know who that is. Please let me know. Is this Qualquaval? Chen Pao was the first one. Is this Qualquaval? Oh, man. I think this is Meowscarada. I think. Oh, my. Who's that? And who's that? Skeledirge is the gator. Ah. And who's that? I have no idea. There's just so many that I still have to learn. Ting Lu is the one with the green bowl on its head. Oh, okay. So here we go. First pack. Watch some of my, I'm telling you, watch some of my old videos. You'll see somebody having a hell of a time trying to open packs until somebody told me how to do it. Meowscarada. I knew that was Meowscarada. I figured that out. Oh, I never finished that story about the Tomorrow's Children's Institute. So I was a Cub master in Mawa, and I was a big card collector. So what I started doing was going to the Tomorrow's Children's Institute, and somebody that would work there, one of the executives, would take me room to room to visit all these kids that were really sick. You know, cancer and blood disorders. This is not good stuff. And so what I would do is bring cards. Well, my first week I brought football, basketball, and hockey. And I wasn't thinking that these are all mostly inner city kids, Hispanic and African American. Well, Hispanic ones, what's their favorite sport? It's not basketball. It's not hockey. It's not baseball. It's not football. It's soccer. So the first week I kind of screwed up. The next week when I went back, I brought a whole bunch of soccer cards, and I was giving out packs. Like I'd see a kid and I'd give him 4 packs. But that's when the box of cards cost $20. Not a pack of cards costing $60. So I started taking pictures at hockey games, and I got some really nice pictures. And Billy Guerin from the Devils, who's now the general manager of the Minnesota Wild, Billy Guerin saw one of my photos and said, "How can I get a copy of that?" And I said, "I'll just make a copy for you." I would watch them at their practices. Their practices were open to the public. And it was in West Orange, New Jersey, which is about 25, 30 miles from here. So I take the kids to show them the Devils practice. Literally, you'd sit 10 feet from the glass and just watch the Devils have a practice. It was pretty cool. So, and then they'd all sign autographs. So Billy saw a picture and said, "Can I get a copy?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Hey, Bill, in your off time, do you think you could ever go by and visit some sick kids in the hospital with me?" And he said, "Oh, I'll be glad to do that." So we would meet, you know, they get a day off, and we would meet and go to the Tomorrow's Children's Institute. And he would get a picture. I had my good camera, my Nikon, and he'd get in there with the parents and the kid, and I take a picture, and I would tell the people that a week from now, I'll have 8x10s in the office here that they can give to you. So I blew these all up into 8x10s. So Billy and I became so friends, you know. He did some charity work. Like we opened in Mawa, we opened a street hockey rink, and he came up and signed autographs, and you know, he was just doing some stuff for us. He was very nice. And my daughter loved him, and my oldest son really loved Billy. My oldest son, we met one time down at West Orange, and we had to come up to Mawa, and he said to my son, "Would you rather drive up to Mawa with your father or with me?" And he goes, "With you." So he got in the car with Billy. They drove up to Mawa, and I was all alone. So that's how I got involved with. That's one of the goals that I have a little later on. I want to start bringing hockey players, football players, because all the Giants live around here. The Jets don't live around here. The Giants do. So I've been to Phil Simms' house, Lawrence Taylor's house, Pepper Johnson's house, Leonard Marshall's house, Howard Cross's house, Gary Reason's house. I was at Gary Reason's house the day he was cut by the Giants. It was not a pleasant day. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Bringing these people by to visit sick kids in the hospital. I want to make, you see me keep looking at my phone. I just want to make sure that I'm not by accident moving it. So let's show you these cards. Marill. This I don't understand. Mankey. It's half pig, half monkey. Why isn't it pig key? Deli bird. Should be called turkey. Deli bird with mayo. That's right. Super rod. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'll get in trouble. Corvus Squire. I got to be so careful. Jet Energy. Fighting Olay. Weevil. This is a reverse hollow of Slackoff. There's a hollow of Pormont. And this is a regular old energy. So, 5 packs left. 2 hits. Yeah, so look back at some of my old videos and you'll see some of me giving away cards at card shows. A lot of fun. Rookadee. It's 41 people now. Pikachu. Slackoff. I haven't seen one of those since last pack. Watrell. Luxio. Mabostiff. Pupitar. Bramblin. Lit Leo. That's a lion that is stoned out of his mind. This is a double rare Paldean Clodsire. I hope that's not what they consider a hit. I don't consider double rares hits. They're very common. I have a lot of them. Pack number 3. Yeah, 43. The most I ever saw was about 70 people. Last week at one time we had 70 people. This is a Friday night. People go out. Except me. My sweetheart's downstairs. She can't even go. I know technically it is a hit. I think we're going to be in Florida in May. Mabostiff. Slackoff. Isn't this like the 3rd one I've seen? Paldean Whooper. Now, there's 193 cards, base cards in this set. Why am I seeing so many dupes? I just saw one of these last pack. Zwillius. Spidops. Pyroar. Heracross. I'm telling you, they're counting that Clodsire as a hit. Here's a reverse hollow of Bravery Charm. Here's a hollow of Ceruledge. You know, when I first started doing this, I didn't know what a reverse hollow and a hollow was. I would watch PokeRev ripping packs and going, how does he know this? How does he know what these things are? Come on, Magikarp. You said it. Doesn't smell like fish. Oh, God. I have a grandson that will eat anything. He eats crab legs. He's 10 years old. Whew. Not me. Glimmet. Oh, by the way, this turns into Glimora. See, at least I'm figuring that out. Here's Bramblin. Shinx. This could be an art rare because look at it. It looks like a cartoon. Nimble. Here we go, Psyduck. Quaxwell. Family member. Who's it evolved from? It evolves from Quaxley. Saguaro. That was a family member there, Psyduck. Farigiraffe, which is half refrigerator and half giraffe. Phalanx. Man, this box, hold on. Florigato. Meowscarada, double rare. If my 2 hits are 2 double rares, I'm going to get a match. I'm going to light these cards on fire right in front of you. Quaxley. I love the name Quaxley. Quaxley. Come on. Let me see. I'm going to cheat and see. Oh, baby. Okay. I think it's a big one. It might be a big one. It might be one of the top 10s, maybe. Because I don't know. I only saw the name. Fucoco. Bramblin. See, I shouldn't be seeing these cards twice. Kufant. Croagunk. Flamigo. which is a friendly flamingo. Okay, this is the question I always ask when I see Flamigo. What is a group of flamingos called? Does anybody know? I'm watching on the side over here. What's a group of flamingos called? Like it's a murder of crows. It's a blank of flamingos. What is it? Does anybody know? Just a whole bunch of people typing right now. What is it? What is it? What is it? Hey, you're close, Brutu. You're close. There it is. Sir Slide, I got it. It's a flamboyance. I knew a guy who was a flamingo. In fact, one of my, I think it's my second son's godfather was gay, which, you know, he was just a friend of the family. And as I tell people, we had a gay friend because before it was the thing to do. And he was flamboyant. He was always dressed. Like you see me, I'm wearing I got sweatpants on. Hold on. Watch this. I hope I can get my leg up. I probably can't because I don't have enough room. Hold on. Look. I got white. Oh, I'm getting a cramp. A cramp in my hamstring. Wow. Okay. I got white socks on. I got sweatpants on. This godfather of, I think, my second son always had on nice khakis, nice shoes, a nice shirt. It was like always. You never saw him like this. Yeah, I am tall. Okay, Bombardier. I used to work in New York City with my computer business. I was sitting by City Hall on a bench, and all of a sudden, and I said, "Oh no!" And I looked up, and there was a bird. A bird had pooped on my head. Oh God! Here's Skiploom, Marill. I don't think this. No, this isn't. This isn't the big one. Hold on. I'm gonna put it down there. Slay King. Energy. What I'm gonna do is sleeve it up. It's a very pretty card. And I know this card is, or this Pokemon is one of the big ones, but not this card. Tinkatink. That is a pretty card. It's centered nicely, too. I might send that in and get it graded. I'm going to be sending cards to PSA in the next couple days. I've been saying that for a while. I just haven't been doing it because to send cards to PSA is going to take a couple hours. And this Crown Zenith giveaway has wiped out my time. So it is a beautiful card. And it's pink. Tinkatink should be pink. I agree. Pinkatink. One more pack. So you see me looking over here all the time. Some of you may not realize my cell phone here is recording all the people on the channel. This way, when it's time to do a giveaway, and I'm going to do a giveaway, you don't have to enter it. You're already in. If you're on here, you'll be in. I don't know what it'll be. It'll be a pretty cool card, I think. You don't have to do anything. I'll just have a drawing and give me till Tuesday because this Crown Zenith is just wiping out my time. And then when this new one starts, it's going to be just as many people. The UPC of Moltres. Okay, last pack magic, baby. And yes, I trim my nails. Tarantula. Murkrow, which is a murder of crows. Miss Drevius. Sneasel. God bless you. Pyroar. Luxio. Now, this next card, if this was an art rare, I would have been very happy. I love energy cards that look like that are, my nose is itching, shiny. Oh, something very unusual. Thank you, Sir Psyduck. Check this out. Oh, I'm getting a cramp. Oh, why am I getting cramps? Oh, here's Faulkner. Now, my hollow, so I only had one big hit, Tink-a-Tink, but my hollow made up for it. Welcome, Cody's Motherman. Okay. It's Mimikyu, my sweetheart. She is so cute. She is so cute. Look at those little rosy cheeks, those luscious lips, and these things, whatever the hell they are. I have no idea. Those are ears, I guess. From what somebody told me, her eyes are these things down here. You got, I would love to sit in on Pokemon one day and just sit in a meeting and just listen to them. I have some old energy cards too. They were beautiful back then. It's incredible. Now, sometimes they get a little lazy in what they do. Now, I'm going to show you something, the ticket. This was the ticket. I don't know if you saw that ticket before. Dark Halo Vileplume. So should I? They're over here. Well, let's start out with Mimikyu. I should open this. Oh, he really taped them. Oh, yeah. There's, you can see the tape. You can see the reflections of the tape. So, this came to me from a subscriber. So the Halloween Mimikyu. That's Halloween? Yes, it is. 2 of those. Here's another one. Oh, look at this. This is a double rare. Now, this is a nice card. Because I love Mimikyu. Here's a promo. Here's a beautiful. And then he sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of Trick or Trade. So what happens is if you watch any of my videos at card shows, I'll have a box of Trick or Trades next to me. And somebody will win a card and they'll say thank you. And I'll go, what'd you say? And they go, I said thank you. And I said, oh, okay, you get an extra pack. And they go, thank you. I go, what'd you say? They go, I said, thank you. I said, oh, well, you get another pack. And they go, thank you. I said, get out of here. You already got 2. And their parents are all laughing at this. And what I do is I do this. And I'll have, do I have any here? No. I'll have their names blocked out with some tape, and I'll go, who's that? And they don't know, and I'll go, then I go, who's that? And they don't know, and I go, and I get progressively easier. And the last card is always, who's that? Only one kid did not know who that was. I have so many of these. I have hundreds of these. This one's a 3D. This is a cool one. Anybody collect these things? I have hundreds of them. Hundreds. Honestly, I am not kidding. Not kidding. Trust me. You can get these graded. Look at this. Tepig. I love Pig Night. That's my favorite one. Because I have visions of a pig on fire running across a field. Pig Night. Hold on. I mean, this is just the tip. Here's Chunkachu. Victini. Ursaluna. Here's Crobat. Oh, this is what I do. So I'll show them cards, and that's what it looks like. And that's how I hide the name. Or here's Lucario. And then I'll write it on the back just so I know who I'm showing them. And I'll make it easier. This is second easiest. This is the third easiest. You got to know who Blastoise is. Here's another one. They don't know who Zapdos is. They get stumped on Zapdos, which is kind of killing me. Oh, look at this. Here's a 3D Mega Venusaur. Here's a, I love this card. I think that is such a pretty card. Here's a 3D Mega Kangaskhan. Is that how you say it? Kangaskhan? It's 3D. See, you can see it move a little. I have to have a giveaway of these somehow. And I have, that's only in one drawer. I have many, many more. Think about where you get those. You have to buy these kind of boxes to get them. And so, like, I call this an Elon Musk wallet size. And I don't mean to get political. All I mean is, I would imagine Elon Musk's wallet's about that big. I wish my wallet was that big. In case you've been living in a cave, this is the number one item I'm giving away next week. A UPC, I can't see. A UPC of Team Rocket's Moltres. 18 booster packs in here. This thing must weigh like 6 or 7 pounds. It's got a lot of stuff in it. That's first place. This is second place next week. Second place. This is third place. Next week's going to be a busy week. So I was surprised when I found it. I just walked into that store in Leonia, New Jersey, and he had 2 of them. And I got to get a drink. I'm starting to get dry. Oh, I'll tell you the story. One more story about that Tomorrow's Children's Institute. So I became friends. Some of you may have heard the story already. Some of you probably haven't. So I heard, I became friends with Stacy Dillard, a defensive lineman for the Giants. 6'5", 320 pounds. When I would walk next to him, as big as I am, I felt small. but they have long legs. I have short legs. I'm 6'3". I have a 30-inch inseam. I would walk next to these guys. Their waist would be up close to my shoulders. I stood next to Michael Ray Richardson, the basketball player, and I swear to God, his waist was near my shoulders. He was all legs, and I have the shortest, stumpiest little legs. 30 inches for 6'3". Think about that. If I had normal sized legs, I would have been 6'10", 6'11". We'll figure out something with that Victini. My nose itches when I get around Pokemon. I don't know why. So I'm in the Tomorrow's Children's Institute, and I'm going to meet Stacy Dillard. I don't remember if I met him. I probably met him at Giant Stadium because the Tomorrow's Children's Institute was just a couple miles away from Giant Stadium. So he brought William Roberts with him. William Roberts was an offensive lineman, 6'5", 330. So here we are walking in the hospital. On each side of me, I have two guys that are 6'5", 330. And it was the first time in my life I said, Jesus, I'm little. So we're going room to room. We walk into this room, and there's an African-American young man laying in bed. And so now just imagine, we walk in, the bed is not facing us, it's this way. And his head is over here, and his feet are over here. And on the other side of the bed is an older woman who turns out to be his mother. And he has this look on his face, like a look I never want to see on any of my children's faces. Just a bad look, because he's got a real problem. So he's just laying in bed, looking straight across, and he hears noise from the door, and he turns to the door, and he sees two giant football players coming in from the New York Giants. And his whole demeanor changes. All of a sudden, his face lights up. He's like, wow. He didn't say wow, but that's what he was thinking. So now these guys are sitting on the bed talking to him, of the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. They're both African-Americans. He's an African-American, which is cool. I don't have any issues. I was friends with Stacy Dillard. Stacy Dillard's wife was a cheerleader for the college he went to, which was the University of Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. I'm not sure. She was 5 feet tall. He was 6'5". She's 5 feet tall and weighs 90 pounds. Careful what you say here, Dad, Gramps. So when their baby was born, he knew I was a good photographer. He said, hey, Mark, can you come over to my house and photograph our child? And I said, of course. So I went and I took, I don't know, a couple hundred pictures of their child. And he said, just give me the photographs and the negatives. I'll pay you for them. And I'm going to get whatever ones I want blown up. And I say, you don't have to give me I had my own computer business going. I was doing well. And I gave it to him. But here he is now. He's visiting these sick kids, and he's sitting on his bed talking to this young man. And this young man is actually enjoying the day. And his mother comes over to me. This is very difficult for me to say. At times, I have a hard time saying what I'm going to say next. So, hey, Ben, how's it going? His mother comes over to me and goes, I'm just standing by the door. His mother goes, who are you? And I said, well, I'm a Cub master in Norwalk, New Jersey, and I bring hockey players and football players by to visit the sick kids. Tell me about your son. Well, he's had something called Burkitt's syndrome. He had a big tumor in his chest. He had it removed. He's undergoing chemotherapy. And he had a Division I scholarship to play football. And once he had the tumor, they removed the scholarship. So she goes, I just want to say thank you, because he's been in here 6 weeks, and this is the first time he smiled since he's been here. Crazy, huh? So I got to know him. His name was Josh Fava. Fava. He had received an award from the town he lived in. He was outside in his neighborhood and a house near his house caught fire. He went into the house that was on fire and rescued a child. And he got an award from the town he lived in for heroism. So I said, hey, Josh. Now, William Roberts said, why don't you come by Giant Stadium and we'll bring you into the locker room? So I said, well, when do you want that, William? He goes, well, come by Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I don't remember. This was 30 years ago. So I said, Josh, I'll pick you up at 3:30 and we'll go to the stadium. Picked him up at 3:30, went over to the stadium. William Roberts came out, took Josh into the locker room, showed him around from the field, the stadium. It was just such an awesome experience for a kid that was struggling with cancer. So now I said, Josh, you're a big football fan. Coming up in 2 weeks here in Montclair, New Jersey, is going to be the NFL Senior Classic golf tournament. So we're going to get a whole bunch of NFL players and a whole bunch of senior golfers, and they match them up and they have a tournament. I said, can I take you? And he said, yeah, sure. So I took him and I knew where to stand. And I said, anytime a football player comes through that door, you just stop them and say, can I get a picture with you, please? And then look at me. And here I was 30 feet away with my big telephoto lens. I got pictures of him with Lawrence Taylor, Steve Young, every major football player at the time. So this was 90, maybe 93, 94. It's hard for me to remember. It was the early 90s. But it was just such a cool thing because here's a kid who never had ever experienced anything like this. And all of a sudden, I'm giving him 8x10s of every major football star on the planet. It was pretty cool. Send me your address and I'll hook you up with code cards. TF Crane. Yeah, they rescinded his scholarship. Well, you only have so many scholarships. And if you have a kid that can't play football, can't play. It's unfortunate. So that was a pretty unique experience. So let's see. Let's open another. We opened one, Mimikyu, and it was pretty nice. I'm going to put them back in. I love Mimikyu. She's so pretty. I'm hoping she's a she. You never know. Because I don't know if you're aware, if you go into like Bulbapedia and you look at the Pokemon, half of them are males and half of them are, you look at any specific Pokemon, such as Psyduck. There's a male Psyduck and there's a female Psyduck. I was going to say, how do you tell? But I don't think that's a good thing to say. So I'm not going to say that. Team Rocket giveaway. See, when I'm talking about a Pokemon, if I see like, I'll call Meowth a girl. It's a girl. Gengar's a guy. Even though they might say 50-50, Gengar's a guy. Mimikyu. Her first name's Mimi. That's a girl. I'm sure I'm upsetting people. I don't want to upset people, but come on. What is this? Oh my, what is that? Wow. Holy schmoly. Let me show you these cards first. Now watch. Watch how bad I am. Because when I hit the Japanese ones, I am messed up. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Is that coughing? I think that's coughing. It could be wheezing, but I think it's coughing. This is obviously Moltres. Here's the Team Rockets walkie-talkie. I don't know what they'd call that. It is coughing. Here's Petrol, Team Rocket. Let me see. I can't really see that without a light. And I have a good light here. Oh, this is an oldie from 2000. Oh, this is original Team Rocket. I didn't realize. Yeah, there's an R down bottom here. So here's the trainer. It looks like it's Snorlax in the trainer, right? Yeah, that's Snorlax. This is a Team Rocket also from the year 2000. Yep. Boy, there's a whole bunch of Pokemon in here. There's Grimer, Snorlax, Machamp, maybe. This one's easy. This is Meowth. And it's Team Rocket also. The little R. Right there. Right there. Here's a trainer. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is a gold surround. Let's see. What is this? What year? It doesn't have a year. It just says illustrated by Ken Sugimori. I don't know what year this is. There's no year down bottom. But wow, it's a nice card. There's the R. And it says, what's the 25 mean? 25th anniversary. Oh, that's what it means. And here's Team Rocket's Meowth. This is a cool looking card. This is an old card. Where did I put that pack? Right there. So I have 74-year-old eyes. That's why I have this. And it's got a white light, a like a natural light, a mix, and no light. And he sent me this. This is a pack of some kind. A custom booster pack. I'm going to rip this live somehow. No, not live. I'm going to rip this. I don't know. I got to think about this. It's big. I mean, if you look at the size of a card and look at the size of that pack, that is a big butt pack. See, I almost said the bad word, the A word. I got to be real careful. I don't want to get any strikes by YouTube. So in case you haven't heard me say this, right here is my cell phone, and it's recording everybody that's here. Like right now I can see that it's Cody's Motherman, Zach Bloom, Thomas Palmer, The Dark Enforcer, Lost Hero Games, Sir Psyduck, Rugged Nerdy, Justin Bermudas, Davy Boy, Tuttley YT, Boobra, which is really, that didn't come out right. Barbara, Custom Arts, but it is Boo. It says BOOO, bruh, Boo, bruh. But it sounded like I said something else. Nick Allison, PF Bear, Rush Baby Rules, Big John, Dominic Barzola. Like I said, don't mess with Dominic. He's got friends with baseball bats. Hey, what's up, Dominic? Como si chiamo? I studied Italian for 6 years and Spanish for 1. You think I could speak foreign? I can't. It's foreign to me. Hello, Chrisley. Let's see. The last, it says, which is better, 10 or 15? I'm going to rip all three of them in a video. Team Grandpa. And that's my logo. My son made this for me with AI. This is my logo. And I'm having t-shirts made with this up here. And 3 people won t-shirts last week, and they're coming in next week. And I'm going to have some spares from this point on. So if anybody wants t-shirts, I'll have t-shirts. I never would have thought somebody would want a t-shirt of mine. But if you had asked me 2 years ago, would I have 37,000 subscribers? I would say there's no way on this planet. 37,000. It sounds like so much until you realize you have to get to 100,000 to get that arrow from YouTube. That means I'm still 63,000 away. Oh my God. I hope I live that long. Once these, I want the first 3 to go out, and I want the 3 people to give me their thoughts on the t-shirts, what they like about them, what they don't like about them, whatever, how they fit, size-wise, because I don't know. And so once they give me some feedback, and then I'll be able to get many, 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 many more t-shirts. So, hello, Flipside. So, I know I need to sell merch to get my name out more. You know, yes, I agree. It would help with advertising. Read the bottom of the packs. It's a hint. Oh, there's Zach. Let me look. Oh, 10 card pack, 15 card pack. That's what that means. I did not know. I'm going to make a video and open these packs by themselves. So thank you, Zach. Zach's on now. Custom art, that is. Wow, that must be cool. Well, I get a lot of custom art. I gave away, if you remember on Halloween, I gave away fan art cards, including a glow-in-the-dark, was it Ghastly? Glow-in-the-dark? Was pretty cool. Thank you. Yes, thank you again. I don't get to the post office every day. Welcome, Rugged Nerdy. I don't get to the post office every day because I don't get there. I don't want to go there unless I have to mail something. But I knew there was a package there for me because you had mentioned it. And so I went over today because normally I don't mail anything on Saturday because it's only half a day for them. And the giveaway, I'll give you an example. The giveaway is tomorrow for the Crown Zenith. By Monday, I'll have 12 to 15 people claiming stuff, and I'll have envelopes made ready to go. And so I have to go on Tuesday. I'll go to the post office and I'll mail 12 to 15 items. So that's how it normally works. But then what'll happen is on Tuesday in the afternoon, somebody else will claim another item. And then I have to go back Wednesday and mail one thing. And you saw on my mail receipts, when I go there, there's 12, 15 items, and they're for around the world. I shipped a pack to South Africa. It took 7 weeks to get there. They emailed me and said, I just got the package. It took 7 weeks. Chile, South Africa, Germany, France, England, of course, Italy, Malta, the Maldives. Have I shipped anything to Mexico? I don't think so. Canada, of course. Canada might as well be on the other side of the planet. The shipping costs are so much to go to Canada. Singapore. Australia, a lot to Australia. A lot of people in Australia, you shipped your pants. You got to be real careful saying that. It doesn't, you can say the wrong thing. So Where else? Boy, I should have kept track of it. I have mailed to probably about 15 different foreign countries. I don't think I've mailed anything to I did to Chile. I don't think I did anything to Brazil yet. I don't think. And in Africa, I only think I shipped to the one to South Africa. I don't think I shipped any other countries in Africa. I haven't shipped to Iran or Iraq, but a lot to Europe, a lot. But most of my international shipping goes to Canada. So. Oh my goodness. Some of the things I read here. Well, you can see them. You can see what people are writing. So does anybody have any questions? Or should I just tell some stories? What's the best story I can tell? The funniest one? What should you do if you want to start a Pokemon YouTube channel? I don't know what you want to do on the channel, but just start it. And then put a couple of the videos on Instagram and TikTok and mention your channel's name and see if you can get some people to come over. You'd be surprised. I mean, literally, I started my channel in September of, I think, 2023. By January 1st, I had like 186 subscribers. I think. It's hard to remember. It's really hard to remember. It was so little that I had a Super Bowl giveaway for 2024, and it was Kansas City versus San Francisco. And here's what the winner would have to do. Say who won the game, what the final score was, who scored the first touchdown, and who the MVP was. So a person from Texas named Nolan. On books, I would look on Amazon for books that how to start a YouTube channel. Amazon will have them. So we had which team was going to win the Super Bowl, what the final score was, who was going to be the MVP, and who was going to score the first touchdown. So this gentleman named Nolan said that the first touchdown is going to be scored by the San Francisco running back number 23. I'm not remembering his name right now. The San Francisco 49ers running back. I can't remember his name right. This is a grandpa moment. Then he wrote the MVP is going to be. No, grandma doesn't get involved with Pokemon. The MVP was going to be Patrick Mahomes. So the first touchdown for San Francisco, but he named the person, the running back. I can't remember his name. He's a big running back. The MVP was going to be Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City's going to win the Super Bowl, and the score is going to be blah, 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 blah. He missed the score by 1 point. He had one correct and 1 point off. And he had the first touchdown, the MVP, the team, and the score missed by 1 point. And he won. But this is the key. I think there were only 35 people that entered that giveaway. Okay, Zach, take care, man. Thank you for stopping by. Happy anniversary. I think it's his 17th anniversary, if I remember correctly. So, hey, Doug Harding, good to see you. So, imagine picking the guy to score the first touchdown to be from the losing team. And he did. Yeah, Ed McCaffrey. Very good. Thank you. Christian McCaffrey. Ed was his father, was a giant wide receiver. Christian McCaffrey scored the first touchdown. Boy, oh boy, how could I forget that? Oh my goodness. The pleasures of getting to be 74. I'm still watching my phone here to make sure it's still focused on the names there. No names needed to be typed. My phone is recording everybody that's here. I'm going to go back and make the giveaway list I'm going to have to watch a 2-hour video. My own. And I will. And you don't have to type anything or say anything. I'll just have a giveaway. Look by Tuesday. I might have it by Monday, but this Crown Zenith thing is just wiping out my time. It's clobbering my time. You have no idea how many people have entered. Oh my. So what I did was I had a document of names. Well, I didn't want to have a big document and then somehow screw up the names, like somehow delete the document or make it a corrupt file. So I saved it and I started a second document. And when that filled up over 1,000 names, I started a third. And when that went over 1,000, I started a fourth. And when that went over 1,000, I started a fifth. I'm on my fifth document right now, and I'm probably at about 600 or 700 names into the fifth document. So, and first one has 1,200 names. Second one has 1,200 names. Third one has, there's a lot of people. I hope you did get all the things to get into the giveaway. Wow, your father was on the Broncos when they beat Green Bay. That's cool. Wow, that is cool. Wow, so you have a Super Bowl ring in the family. That's a pretty amazing story there. Not a lot of people. What I should have done was found some of my the things that hang around the medals from when I ran the New York Marathon 2 times, when I ran the Disney Marathon, when I ran the Disney Half Marathon. The first big race I ever ran was a half marathon in Long Island. And half marathon is a lot easier than a full marathon. Trust me. It's a lot easier. Not 50% easier, 90% easier. I'm dry. I'm running out of speaking moisture. Yes, Dominic. Now, there's so many names. There's so many names. See, when I was showing 1,000 names, it would take a couple minutes to show all the names. When it got to 1,500, it would take a little more to show the 1,500 names. And I started saying, man, this is too many names. I just can't show the names. Now it's 5,000. I don't want to sit there for 15 minutes and show names. Oh my God, there's so many names. 5,000 names. 5,000 people in or more. Because I don't sit and count them, because all I ever do is take the name from there, do a copy and paste. And you'd be surprised how many people misspell things. How do you misspell? The one misspelled his street name. It didn't misspell his town or the zip code. He misspelled his street name. It was in California. And it cost me $8.75 to mail, and it came back to me. And I had to mail it again. So it cost me $17.50. And it just got under my skin that how do you spell your street name incorrectly? That's okay. I've seen people try to enter this giveaway with CZ by typing CA because they're not looking, and A is right above Z. Yes, thank you. I have software online that automatically removes duplicates. How? And I can't go through. This is the worst part. I get so many messages, DMs a day, a week. You'd be stunned at how many I get. I'm stunned. I'm going to guess a typical week, 7,000 to 10,000 messages. Now, a majority of them, or a lot of them, are entering giveaways. So that takes precedence, because I got to get that done because that takes a lot of time. So what I do is I'll search for keywords or key, like in this case, CZ. I look for messages that had the initials CZ in them. So if you typed CA, I didn't see it. Don't blame me. Thank you, Dominic. Don't blame me. That happens a lot. Somebody will say, my name was in there. And I'm going to say, well, I don't know. This is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to go, I don't know what you did wrong. And they're going to go, well, how do you know I did something wrong? And I'm going to go, well, how do you know I did something wrong? I'm just taking your name from there and putting it in there. And you'd be surprised how many misspelled things I've gotten. People that can't spell Pikachu. You think I'm kidding? I see it all the time. I'm surprised Sir Psyduck doesn't spell quack wrong. Yes, I am in New Jersey. I was originally, when I started this, I was in Las Vegas. We're going to, once my sweetheart gets a lot better, we're going to go down to Florida for a week or two. We're going to go down to Miami for a week or two. And we'll see how that goes. We used to do that every year, but we've had illnesses. Man, last year, if you followed me for the year, you saw I had a tough year. I had my kidney removed in April 18th. I literally in the hospital. I was in the hospital so long, I didn't think I was going to make it. I lost so much weight that I looked at my face and said, oh my God, I look so ill because I had lost so much weight. And I mean, I'm big, I'm overweight, but when you're underweight, you don't look, it's like, has anybody seen Kelly Osbourne recently? Has anybody seen Kelly Osbourne? She's taking Ozempic. Why don't you Google Kelly Osbourne and see what she looks like? Yeah. Yeah, she looks rough. Rough is a kind word. Man, she looks nasty, not rough. I remember her. No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. She said something so wrong on The View one day that the View members gasped when she said it. Oh my God, what came out of her mouth. Things you don't say. Yeah, lizard venom. Yeah, it is. It's from Gila Monsters. Right, it's Gila Monsters venom. Who else looks weird? Ryan Seacrest. Oh my God, he looks like a skeleton. God, I don't ever want to look like that. Not while I'm alive. I'm feeling so much better. You have no idea. I mean, I literally was so sick. It was hard to believe. Last year was such a bad year. And then when I got better, she had problems. She broke her ankle. That was horrible because she wasn't allowed to put any weight on it for 6 weeks. I mean, literally, I was like a caretaker, a slave type caretaker for 6 weeks. It was hard. Yeah, Chuck Norris was a cool guy. It was very hard on me to take care of my sweetheart. It was really difficult. And, but it had to be done. You know, I had to do it. I had to do it. Who else was going to do it? And so now with her hip, it's a lot easier because she gets around. It's a lot easier, trust me. But she still needs a little assistance here and there, and which is cool. Yeah, I'm not really telling you all the gory details of the illnesses, but the broken ankle was bad. Was bad. Just imagine for 6 weeks you're not allowed to walk on that leg because when she broke it, and that, say my hand was the foot, it was turned sideways like that. So she broke it and then dislocated it. Okay, good luck, Cody's mother man. So she, you had to see the foot. It was like, oh boy, and it didn't hurt her, which was weird. It didn't hurt. And I looked at the foot and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, yikes. Wow. And it didn't hurt. We called the ambulance. They came and put her in a chair and carried her out to the ambulance and took her to the hospital. And I was still recovering from my kidney. I had 101 fever that day because I was still recovering from my kidney. And so she was going downstairs to get Tylenol for me so I could take some. And that's when she slipped 2 stairs to go. Her foot slipped off. She fell down 2 stairs and broke her ankle so badly. What makes me happy today that I don't have medical issues right now. When you have, I had such a terrible year medically, really a bad year. That when you don't have medical issues, everything's good. I've never played any of the Pokemon games. Somebody said you should try it. I can't, like tonight, when I get done here, I'm going to go over there. See the TV back there? That's my gaming TV. I'm going to go over there and play Call of Duty with my boys. I mean, it'll be 9 o'clock when we shut this down, and they won't come on till 10. One of my sons is in Tennessee, so it'll be 9 for him. And so my son in New Jersey has to wait until his wife falls asleep. His wife is a little pipsqueak, man. Wow. His wife is, she can't be but maybe 5'3", 100 pounds. What a tiny little woman she is. And my sweetheart's 6 feet, well, 5'10", 5'11". My sweetheart's up there. You know, I never dated 5 foot tall women. They'd come up they'd come up to my Charizard. Oh my God. So, and because it's Saturday night, we'll play till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We used to play. I ran a network for a company called Malcolm Perney in Mahwah, New Jersey. And I set up, and they had a big room where they had probably a dozen computers in it. And I set up 8 of those computers to play originally Quake and then StarCraft. And I'd bring my 3 boys and their friends over. We'd have 8 people. We'd be playing Quake, Capture the Flag. Oh my God, did we have fun? Because we were all in the same room screaming at each other. But I'd go over there on Friday night at midnight. Because the kids were all going to sleep over our house. I bring them over there at midnight. And we'd go up and we'd play till 3 in the morning and then go home and they'd sleep till noon. And it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. Quake, Capture the Flag. Yeah, we were good. We were real good. And Duke Nukem. Who else? Wolfenstein 3D. Oh my God, we used to play all the time. My second son, I called him a idiot because he played video games, but he's really good. So when we play, I put a Call of Duty game on the channel today, showing me with the final kill. I usually don't get the final kill because my 2 boys that play with me are so much better than me, especially my second son. My second son is the idiot, and he's really good. And so when we win games, and we win a lot, like we played Thursday night, we played 7 games. We won 6 of them. Rebirth Island. And the one we didn't win, we came in second place. It was one of us versus one of them, and we lost. We could have been 7-0 that day. And I wrote, I've won 800 to 1,000 Rebirth Island games. I really have. Could you imagine Pikachu with an AR-15? No, but I can imagine Gengar with one. Peak of black energy. Oh my goodness. Uh, what I like doing in the warm-ups in the beginning, if ever you play Call of Duty, when you have like a 45-second to a minute warm-up, I like landing near a vehicle and getting in the vehicle and just driving around, running people over. It is so much fun because they see you coming, they hear you coming, they're trying to kill you, and they can't get out of the way. So you hit them, it makes a splat noise. You see blood go everywhere. It is so much fun. Oh, my handle on Call of Duty is RPG Grandpa. Of course, I'm not I have an Xbox. So when I'm aiming, it's like this: a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left. My son has a computer, or my two sons have computers, and he goes like this, and he's right on. You know, he aims and he's right on all the time. Whereas I go a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left. Computers are so much easier to handle. I use Xbox. We used to play Fortnite with his son, but his son is now, my oldest son's son is now 10, so he plays Call of Duty with us. So it's pretty amazing. So we have 3 generations at a time. And what happens is when I blow somebody up with the RPG, my second son will go, "That's a 74-year-old man who just blew your, you know what, up." Well, hello, Siang Cho. Yes, we have 20 minutes left, approximately. Yeah, I have an Xbox, the black one. They said to me last night, they said, "Dad, you really should stream. There's a guy that has 2 million followers, and you'd get just as many followers because you're crazy, because you're funny." I say stupid things when I don't say dirty things. I say stupid things when I'm playing. And it's just so cool. So what I would do in that case is I'd be having the screen and I'd have a camera on me. And I'd be able to, hold on, I'm getting a drink. I'm starting to get a little thirsty again. I have a camera on me recording my sounds, my speaking. Oh boy. Hello, Mila Grosef. Boy, oh boy, am I thirsty. In case, by the way, I just want to show you. This is me and my sweetheart. This picture was probably taken, I don't even know when it was taken, 15 years ago at Disney World. But you get an idea. And I'm tall, and you get an idea how tall she is. She has a 36-inch inseam. I have a 30. So her legs are 6 inches longer than mine. And like I said, if I had a 36, I'd be 7 feet tall. Good luck on the giveaway, everybody. Yeah, it's I tried playing what's the latest game out now? Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders? I have that. I don't like it. It's not my favorite game. I'd rather play Call of Duty. I wish somebody was to. Thank you very much, dear Rush Babe. I wish somebody would reinvent the Quake game, the Capture the Flag game. I think that was such a great game. Fitting the picture is at Disneyland. You just opened Disneyland card backs. That was actually Disney World, Florida. Yeah, I'm sure it was because I know why we were there at that point. She was an executive in a big company, and they were having a conference for a couple days in, I don't even remember where, a hotel called the Vinoy. And then we went over to Disney, after that, we went over to Disney World for a day. She has a brother that lives in Hampstead in the UK on the Heath. Does that mean anything to you there, Ven? Hampstead? I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe. So I'm recording right here is my phone. Let's turn it so you can see it. There's my phone right there. I'm recording all the names of the people that come into this live. So when we have the giveaway, they can't say they were there when they weren't there. I will then challenge them and I'll say, you know what? I have a recording of everybody that was there and your name's not on that list. So I'm from New Jersey. No, the CZ, the Crown Zenith giveaway will be tomorrow's the drawing. I'll have a video online that looks like this. Hold on. I hope I have it here. I think I do. I think I do. I know I didn't throw it away. Hold on. Let me just make a little room here. Oh, I don't know. It's here. Come on. Where is it? Is it up there? No. Hold on. Sorry about this, but I'm just trying to find a very specific piece of paper. Nope. Nope. Oh, there it is. So tomorrow, come over to my channel and look for a video that has a thumbnail, a video, not a short, that has a thumbnail that looks just like that. It'll say we have, say, 12 winners, 15 winners in the Crown Zenith giveaway. Giveaway date, 3/22. Watch that video, and it'll be the actual video of the drawing and who wins, and it'll explain what you have to do to claim your prize. And it'll be the same colors. So that's kind of an orange. It looks like an orange thumbnail. The only time I use this color, this orange color, is for giveaways. So don't look for orange for anything else. Just giveaways. Makes sense. Sometimes I do make sense. No, you don't have to be in the stream. It just happens. I do a video. I don't do it live because I didn't know if I don't know. I just never did it live. I always did it this way. Recorded it. It's a recording that takes about 25 minutes, and it's worked well. It worked well when there were 30 people, and it worked well when there were 3,000. Okay, man, History Hunter. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. We'll figure out about those big cards, the oversized cards. Take care. So does anybody have any questions? Yeah, I have some T-shirts here. The 3 people that won the T-shirts, I have T-shirts on order, a bunch of them. And I didn't have mediums. I haven't been a medium since I was about 10. Hey, how about that? You're in Salt Lake City. How about that Mormon woman that was supposed to be on The Bachelorette? Boy, did she screw that up. Well, yes. YouTube, somebody said, have you thought about taking sponsors when you go up a little? It might help with the costs. My plans are, as if I was to get sponsors, my giveaways would be better. You think my giveaways are good? Now, I have visions of much better giveaways. And but yeah, if sponsors can what is it, defray some of the costs? Of course, it's expensive. You'd be surprised how expensive this stuff is. You know. Does anybody know how much this cost? Does anybody have an idea of how much this cost? Let's see your comments on the side here. Take a guess how much that box cost. And then you add in this box. None of these boxes are cheap. And then I throw in a graded card. You know, it adds up very quickly. When the packs are $20 each, the packs for Crown Zenith are $20 each. And the packs, the worst I've seen is the Evolving Skies. Yeah, the second box was about 100. You're right. The Evolving Skies, the packs, I've seen them $70. Well, you see here, this is only, I think, 8 or 10 years old. Look at the price on that card. Yeah. Umbreon it probably will come down. It's hard to. Do you know how much a ETB of Evolving Skies is? It's almost $2,000. Wait till I get some feedback from the people who get the shirts, and then I'll make an announcement on the shirts. So we're talking another 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Worst. What do we do if we win the giveaway? Watch that video. Watch the video that's behind this thumbnail, and it will tell you what to do. Where you have to send an email and what you have to say. And then, and please make sure you put the correct address, the correct town you're in, the correct zip code. You can't imagine. My mind is blown at some of the emails that I get. Somebody will send me an email and leave their town out. And they want me to mail it to them. And there's no town name. So I'll write back, what's the name of your town? What's the zip code? Oh, my goodness. Is it just us? No. What, are you kidding? Is it just for the U.S.? No, I'll ship overseas. But if I got to ship overseas, that's getting broken down because it's too expensive to ship it. I'll try and ship it in the United States if I can. We'll see. Oh, man. Just to ship overseas and to ship to even to Canada. A little box to fit this to ship to Canada is $30. Those damn Canucks can't win a hockey game, but man, they can charge you. Oops. I know that's bad. I shouldn't have said. What I say to him is, I see a lot of comments online about the American hockey team, and I'll say, listen, just give me your address, and I'll take a picture of the gold medals and send them to you so you can see what they look like. And while I'm doing that, I'll also take a picture of the Stanley Cup and send that to you so you can see what that looks like. Everyone, I mean, don't get me wrong. Canadians are the best hockey players there are. But their hockey teams can't win a Stanley Cup. They haven't won since, I think, 94, maybe. That was the Montreal Canadiens. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, one of the big six, one of the first 6 teams in hockey, haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. I was 15 years old. Of course, Edmonton won 4 out of 5. They won 2, then didn't win, and then won 2. But they had Gretzky and Messier and Grant Fuhr and Kevin Lowe, and they had, man, that was a great. It was like the Islanders back in the early 80s. The Islanders were great. And I was a big hockey fan because I used to be a very good ice skater. I had to stop because, first of all, hockey blades, skate blades in my body don't mix. Of course, if I was to cut myself with a skate blade, I'd be dead. I love Gengar. I love Gengar. Gengar is one of my favorite cards. Let me see. Yeah, I have. Do I want to do that? Yeah, why not? Hold on. I have one of these. I have actually 2 of them, but I have one sitting right next to me. So. Two classics. Misty Psyduck. But this Gengar, this disappointed me. It came back in 8. I wanted it to come back at 10. It's one of my favorite cards. It's one of my favorite Gengar cards. So this thing holds about 150 cards. I'm in Vegas. I have a table. There's 3 or 4 kids sitting on the floor 6 feet away, and they have boxes like that. And they're looking at each other's cards, and I'm looking at the kids. They got Tom Brady rookie cards autographed, 1 of 1. And I'm saying, that's got to be a $10,000 card. And that kid's maybe 13, 14. What the heck is he doing with the 10,000? And his box like that was full of those kind of cards. There are some kids right now, that are making so much money with sports cards. God bless them. They must have some wealthy parents, some parents willing to buy stuff and then sit on it and let it grow. The 151 Charizard, the flying one, right? That's a classic card. I gave a couple of those away. Could shoot myself in the head for that baby. The card I'm upset the most about giving away, I've given away a lot of Ancient Muse, a lot of them. I think that's such a cool card. But I gave away Van Gogh Pikachus, about 6 of them. That upsets me a little that I did that. I'm gonna show you something. Somebody asked me, is there an address? And I'll show you. Write it down. Let me get my finger out of the way of the zip code. Hopefully you got it by then. If not, come back tomorrow and watch the video. It'll be on there. Oh boy. Yeah. The Van Gogh Pikachus. I gave away a lot of them, and I'm really kind of upset because I didn't keep one for myself. Just like the black Magikarps. I didn't keep one for myself. Just gave them all away. Oh well. There's always others. There's always others. I have to build a studio. Here's my dilemma. First of all, I don't have time. Second of all, I don't have room. The only place I can do it is in the basement, and I can't do it now because there's a furnace down there that goes on whenever it wants to go on. And if I was making a video, all of a sudden the furnace turns on. It's not a good video anymore. we're looking for a different house here in North Jersey, in towns like Saddle River, Hohokus, stuff like that. If we find the right house, we're going to buy it, and then we're going to move out of here into that house. This house is perfect. It's in a very good school zone. So it's somebody that's going to buy this house has one or two kids that they want to be in one of the better school zones in the country. This house is in a great school zone. We don't need that any longer. So we're looking to get a house. I want to have a studio, but I don't know if I want to put a studio in the basement. It might be Kendra. It's the black magic card. It's a black card, a black waterfall with the magic card going up the waterfall. Hohokus is a nice town. So I don't know if I'm going to build the studio here. I want to have a nice studio. I have this 3x3 wall cling of Gengar. It's beautiful. I want to do that. I want to make my studio a little spooky. How's that sound? I want to have really neat lights that flicker. I don't know why. I want to have a spooky studio. Yeah. I think it would be cool. Well, a lot of the Pokemon are ghosts. Long name for Graham's giveaway. Thank you. You and that cat, Oliver the Curious Cat. Oh my God, is that a long name? So we'll figure it out. But I want to have a studio, and then I can start showing more stuff. I don't want to pull stuff up from the basement and bring it up here and then have to bring it back down to the basement. I'm on the second floor right now. So it's so much work. And again, either I've been sick or my wife's had a broken bone for the last 11 months. It's been a tough 11 months. Hopefully the next 11 months will get better. A tough shed. Like my wife would want me to put a shed in the backyard. You don't know my sweetie. No sheds. What else? I think that's about it. Can you think of anything else? A Gengar themed studio. I think you got to see the wall cling. It's beautiful. It's huge. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to need to hire somebody local to help me either with comments or help me with videoing, with editing. It's so much work. It's shockingly filling my days. As I tell people, if I had a job, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing here on Pokemon because I don't have the time. If I had a job, if I had to go to work during the day, I couldn't have a Pokemon channel. That's why nobody has them, because it takes forever. She is recovering well. So does anybody else have any other questions? Is there a giveaway? No, I recorded everything. I'm going to have a giveaway. It should be on by Tuesday. Come back Tuesday and look for the live. What am I going to call it? Maybe just the live date, 3/21. So okay, everybody, it's time. I'm going to head out. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good night, everyone. And good luck tomorrow. Good luck. One person out of 5,000. 0.00002. Good luck. I'll see you guys in the giveaway tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Love you guys. Take care.